I'm I'm on a roll this morning, is it from Zester's Lab. I just finished all these DIY bags from cloth, fabric, material, whatever you call it, that's been sitting in your cupboard, never been used. And after I received this little bag as a gift, I thought, you know what? I do not enjoy covering gifts. I love creating things. I love giving gifts, but I really, really don't enjoy covering them. My gifts always look shabby after I try to cover them. Then I never have paper, and then I'm looking for sellotape, sticky tape, and I cannot find that, and at the end it's just not fun. So I never actually these days cover my gifts, and whenever I do, I don't enjoy it. So after seeing these little bags, I thought, wow, I love sewing. I've got lots and lots and lots of extra cloth in my cupboard that I never use, that I don't know what to do with because they are not pure cottons and linens and things, and I will never wear them and create clothes for me. So I thought, wow, let me create a couple of bags, just shabby chic bags. Nothing goes together. You don't have to make them perfectly. You can see there's no hems, anything. My previous video, I showed you exactly how to create this. And so after I made the video, I was just sitting here, and I think in 1 hour I created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags. I mean, really, bags just ready for wherever I need to give wrapped a gift. So now I need some cards. You know, I also made the one in 5 seconds in my previous video, and I thought, okay, I now have my bags. I'm now putting my bags in a cupboard, so whenever I need one, they'll be ready. But now I need cards. Now another thing, I'm also not a card maker. I cannot write beautifully. My things just never comes out perfectly. It always looks really, really, to me, not good enough, so I never really made cards. I know there's some of you out there that is perfectionist and who love crafting and who makes beautiful cards. This is not for you. This video is for those people like me who's not perfectionist and who really, even though I really, really tried to make nice cards. I don't enjoy being perfect. I don't enjoy spending hours creating something. So card making, I believed it wasn't for me. Until once again, I started with my gratitude journals and dyeing papers and stuff. And all of a sudden I realized, wow, it's not difficult when I do it my way. Once again, I am finding out what works for me, what I love creating, and what makes me come alive. So now all of a sudden, I am excited to make cards for my little bags because once again, I'm going to do it my way. So I thought I'm not going to plan. I am just going to sit here to make my cards, and I'm going to share my process with you, whatever it's going to be. I have no idea. And once again, you know, we make life so difficult because we want to do things like other people are doing things. And when we cannot do that, we get discouraged, we think we're not good enough, and blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, we just got to find out what we like, what works for us, what brings us joy. And, you know, once again, it's all in the creating. It's all in the making of the things. Actually, more than anything else. So, yes. So, the first card that I made in my previous video, link below, was just a piece of cover of a music sheet that was here. You can see very dirty. It is very, very old. There's marks on it, everything. I just left it like that. All I really did was I glued it onto a ordinary white piece of paper and made a hole in it. And voila, there I have my first card. And guess what? It was fun. It was fun creating this. I could do it. I love it. It's good enough for me. And you know, once again, it's about me creating something that I love. So I love it. If I now give it to somebody else and that person will think, oh my goodness, this is dirty and old and it doesn't go together, and their problem. That's not my problem. My problem is finding out what makes me happy, what makes me come alive, what I enjoy. You know, life is for the living, to be alive, to enjoy life. And I am now starting to find out what makes me come alive and enjoy life. And that is now I'm going to make cards that I enjoy creating. So I thought, first of all, you know what? These are the papers that I eco-dyed. So they are all quite thick. So I thought, you know what? I am going to take one and just tear a size that will go nicely, that will work as a card. Look at that. I like this. I like it. I think it's gonna work beautiful for my shabby chic bag. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. This is it. So you can also see I've left my sewing machine here. So all of a sudden, I absolutely love sewing things onto my papers and onto my cloths and stuff. So here you can see all my tea-dyed things, all my rust things. They are all here. There's a beautiful little tea-dyed vintage embroidery piece of cloth. You know what? So I am now going to try and cut this in half with the paper tearing scissors, not the one. So now I'm trying. Okay, there is my material fabric scissor. I am now just going to tear this a little bit smaller. I saw this just lying there, a piece from a book. I am going to just tear a piece off, place it there. I actually like that for the back. I didn't see it, I just saw it now. I like that. So I am now going to put that there, add my little piece of cloth, and now I can decide. I can glue it on, I can sew it on, with my machine, or I can slow stitch it. But let me stitch it on. Just then I can zigzag, I can go straight. I'm just going straight. I hope my machine will do this. I am now just randomly going to stitch, not going straight, not going, working with a plan, just enjoying myself. So compare this to working with a stencil and beautiful writing and all of that. That does not come naturally to me. So that is not my thing. But this is just beautiful. Let me just show you. I'm just randomly sewing. There I'm now going off the little thing. And just look at this. A little card. So what I now can do. So this is my little card. Just look how beautiful that is. I absolutely love it. So now I need to make a little hole again. And remember with the previous one I realized make 3 or so little holes close to each other so that I can get my cloth through. So there's my, I think 2 will actually be good enough, you know. So there's just a little piece. So let's just take one of my bags, and once again I forced myself to take something that doesn't go with this, because that is what the whole idea of this whole project is, to create something with what you have. Now immediately look at this. Look how it comes together. The whole thing just comes together. I absolutely love it. You can now write something at the back. You can put, I don't know actually if I will write on this. This is just too beautiful for me. But it's a card. You can write on it. You can glue a message on it, whatever. But voila, look there. I've got one little bag with one little random card. So let's do another one. What I was thinking about, yes, that is what I remember, the stencils I bought. Now look at this one. This is just really cute. If you now want to do this, I'm gonna do the hearts and the one. So I'm just randomly put this onto my eco-dyed thing. This is my palette knife, but I've got another more. Oh, this is my larger palette knife, so I'm having that. Then I've got my acrylic texture paste. If you don't have it, I am sure you can put Maizena or anything into acrylic paint. I don't know, but you can find out how to create texture paste. There must be something that we use in our kitchens to put in. So you see, this I can do. I absolutely love doing this. So that is what my gratitude journals and my stick journals and my things are showing me. It's what I like doing. And voila, there is a simple card. This one needs to dry. Inside there you can now really write the person's name. At the back you can write the message, happy birthday or whatever. Where is my paper? Just want to clean this. So I cannot actually finish this now, but let's do it. I will just work very, very carefully. So once again, I make this time I'm just gonna make, I think 2 will be enough. Look how cute that came out. So this is one bag. I am going to go more for the men's type of thing. So I am now, remember my stuff is now still wet. But just look how beautiful. There's a little bag. Inside you can put, if it's for a man and it's his birthday or just a little present, you can put in a chocolate. I even thought about spices. You can put nice spice. If he's a cook, he loves barbecuing, you can put spices in. So voila, there I have another card that took me not even 5 minutes, and what a joy. So now, as I said, I have found out via my gratitude journals what brings me joy. Then at another charity shop, I found this stencil. Oh, I love this stencil. Husband found, okay. Husband had one of these things and the ink. So I am still trying to figure out if my thing is wet enough or what. I don't know. It doesn't work perfectly every time. So once again, I've never been a crafter and someone who use all of these things and play with all these things. So I'm like a kid. I am learning so many new things, and every time when I go to a charity shop and I see something that is next to nothing, costs next to nothing, I buy it. And then I start experimenting and see if I love it. So I just love this little man. So I bought it. Yep, it's not perfect. So I don't know why mine is not perfect. This is just, I tried that. So now I am just going to do the stencil. Look there, it's good enough. Once again, it's good enough for a little card. I'm gonna make my holes. And I think for a man, this will be a beautiful little card. So on this, you can now really write whatever you want. So there is another one, this, and I am just putting this through, As I said, I am going to have these things ready in my cupboard. I'm now so excited I will need a reason to give people gifts. Look at that. As I said, nothing goes together, but it's just so beautiful. I love it. So really there are 3 cards, 4 cards if you take the other one. And this I really love to, as I said, this is the only stencil, what do you call it, the stencil thing I have. A stamp. This is the only one I have, and I used it in my, I'm now just, so this is it. So I've still got more of these papers that I really enjoy and love. So I am going to use more of them. I love the idea of just a little piece of music sheet in. So once again I can, look there, just like that. It's good enough. You don't even have to do anything else. So I am just going to glue this one. I actually did bring my glue. I am just gluing this on. And there you have a beautiful little card, just with a piece of music sheet on it. You know, I also saw they have these little things that they dip in, I think it's most probably ink, and then they make the sides nice and dark. So I mean really, this once again, whatever blows your hair back, that's what you do in your card making. So there is it. This 1, 2, 3, my 4th little card. Let's make a little. There you have it. You see, once again, how difficult is this? Perhaps for you, oh no, this is not for me. Then you don't do it. You do what works for you and what makes you come alive, you know? Why do we keep on doing things? Because we think that is what we're supposed to do. I'm way past that. I am no longer there. I am now at a stage where I am really, really starting to enjoy my life, starting to find out what I like, what makes me come alive. So once again, there you can see some of my tea-dyed things. There are many, many things here. Look how beautiful this piece of cloth is. So let me, oh goodness, look how nice these two are going together. So for this, I am going to do this. I am just there. I am going to put this like this. What I also saw, where did I put them? Those things that you can, whatever, I don't know where they are. I am now just going to take a ordinary pin. So you can use anything. You can now use an ordinary pin. You can use, I don't know where, there it is. I found one of these things somewhere. I don't know where I got this. As I said, I buy lots of things at charity shops in packets. So some of these things just... Now look at this. Isn't this the most beautiful little card? So once again, for a man or something, that is gorgeous. I'm not going to go and do anything else. I did have a large, this thing. I'm going to try and get this through the cloth and the paper, because you need to make the hole through this. Oh, I am now thinking, you know what? I can use my pieces of leather as well to put on the cards. There, I got it. So if I don't want to use this, I can once again slow stitch. I can stitch with my machine. That's actually what I was going for until I thought of this. If you don't have a machine, you don't feel like slow stitching, this is the way to go. Okay, this already has a thing. Okay, but I don't have anything that will really go for a man this time, but let's just take this one. I never made the red bags for the Christmas shopping. There you have it. You see, with this, I really think what I will do is I will work a little bit more on this one. Perhaps put a piece of this on, slow stitch it. I think that's what I will do. So I will just put this somewhere. But I am sure you have the idea. That is what I can do and what really makes me happy. So I'm going to go through my stuff and just see what else I want to do and can do. I think I need about 3 more, but I really like, as I said, I love my pieces of writing on this old. I am going to just stitch this again. Just stitch this another way. So this is actually, these little cards, they are actually like a little page in one of my journals. Look there. That is it. That it doesn't have to be anything more than this. What do they say? Less is usually more. Something like that. But now I'm gonna actually did is it was a little bit too much to that side. So now I am just going to glue this piece together there. Make it a little bit stronger. That's why I say, in creating there's never a mistake. You just use it as your next to make it stronger. There's it. There I have another beautiful card that I am now just going to put so. Thank you for joining me. Thank you that I can share my ideas with you. As I said, my whole idea of this channel and whatever is just to share with you that life, we don't have to make life so difficult. We can really start to enjoy it, making it our own. Now I'm on a roll. You see, look at this beautiful piece. These are all my pieces that I hand dyed. This was one of my steel wool and vinegar ideas. So I am now just gonna, okay, what you can also do is, okay, it's a little bit skew. You can make them a little bit longer. This is just a small one that's left. You can make them a little bit longer. You can add a piece of this and then a piece of that. I actually should have cut that one. I can always use this one on that card, but this one needs to be a little bit. And once again, I always feel, oh, but what if I need to use it for something else? No, life happens now. I use what I have to create what I love now. That's what it's all about. Now look at that. With this one, I will definitely do the slow stitching. But let me see. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh, I do. Some of these dyed papers are so thick. I've also realized with my jelly plate printing, with the acrylic paint, they are very, very difficult to work through with a needle. So that's why I'm actually just wanted to find that out. But now look at this. Once again, ouch. Don't think. Just work. Oops. I don't want it too tight. So you can imagine you can use different color yarn. Once again, let me show you. I am just randomly working over not worrying a bit about if they're perfect, what not. I'm just loving it. So there you can see there's the back. They look like that. You don't care about anything. And now I am just going with different little stitches in a second row. As I said, always said, as the spirit leads, the life in you leads, prompts you, just keep going. Don't overthink. Just enjoy doing. So what I actually want to do is I want to get back here where I can just kind of work a nice stitch there. Voila, there you have it. Another little card, handmade by me. And now look at this. I'm just going to cut there. I'm just cutting it there. I will make a little knot. You know what I'm thinking now is where is my... Okay, there it is. But let me see. Oh, husband brought me this big ice cream thing full of locks and keys and stuff. But just look at this beautiful old key. So look how beautiful it's going to look if I am going to hang it there with a little thing. So once again, I have all these remember my little dyed bundles. So these are the twine and the stuff that I used on my bundles. But now the thing is, okay, I've got a big needle here. I'm gonna use this needle to just get the rope in there. Okay, I need to get the needle out now. So I've got my needle out, the rope is in there. Now I just add my key. I fasten my key with a nice thing. Look at my beautiful, beautiful card. How I am going to get this one now onto my thing, I am not 100% sure because I need to make a, I can just make the little hole here, kind of underneath this. So what I actually are thinking, and I know some of you are also thinking this, my cards are now so beautiful and rustic that my bags actually need to be a little bit more rustic. I want to show you something. I dyed these cloths. So can you imagine a little bag, this cloth bag with a little thing on? I mean, yes, that is definitely what I would go for. But the whole idea of this project was to use the cloth that you don't like and not gonna use them. So you see, that is why my things are, because I'm now actually asking for you see, I'm now going more and more my route. What I am starting to love is this kind of idea. So now with my card making, I'm going that way. But as I said, remember my first card was like this. And once again, who cares? Now the person can take this off or get this as a gift and they can use it for a little book or whatever. So don't overthink. But there's one cloth that I really, really, really would love to show you. This was part of, I don't know what this was supposed to be. Was this, I don't know, but it was very dirty. It was an old linen type of thing that I bought. I don't know if it was a tape to put on a table or whatever, or if it was in front of a window, or I have no idea. But just look at the beautiful thing at the bottom. That was very, very dirty. So I dyed this with my, not dyed, whatever, what do you call it, with my rust, you know, the whole rust effect. But look at this, just look at that. I mean, a little bag, just a plain bag, just like that, with a nice string. Oh my goodness, this is my next project. I'm not going there now. And then you put a little thing like this on a bag like that, and that's my next project. Love you lots, Izet from Zetster's Lab. So if I can make little, easy, look at this. This is actually the right type of thing that you need to use this for. This one, it's not over the top. That one I also love. All my others are actually perfect for this. I love all my others. It's just this last one was actually just too beautiful. But why? I can do whatever blows my hair back. But isn't that just absolutely a beautiful little card or a thing on a thing? Whatever. If I can, you can. Just find out what makes you come alive, what you really love doing. And for that, you got to start experimenting, just like what I am doing now. So while I was doing this, and it led to this card, once again, stepping stones. This morning I decided to make couple of bags. That led me to make some cards, and the card now led me to making this card, and this card has now led me to that piece of cloth, and now I've got another idea. That's how life works. You know, we want to think we need to know everything 5-10 years in advance. No, all we need to do is just do the next step. What do you want to do? This morning I had the desire to show you this bag. So I did just that. And that is the one thing led to the another, and voila, here am I now, and excited about a next project. So all you need to do, and I need to do in this minute, is what is right in front of us. What makes you excited right now? Go and do that. Follow your excitement. That's what I did this morning. I wanted to show you I was excited to share this bag that I got as a gift. And then that's what I did. And that led to making the cards. And voila, that is how life works. Life flows step by step. You just follow your excitement, this moment, and that will lead to the next. Isn't it easy? We make it so difficult. Love you lots. I better go and look what my gardener is doing. He's here today. Life is good when you just be present in the present and enjoying your present. That is the gift of life, is our present. And we can open it, enjoy it, moment by moment. Whatever. Love you lots.